Okay, we're stuck inside today. Rio's got 4 dogs in here with him. One of them, oh, you guys will love this. It's a very cute little girl named Nala. She's another Rhodesian Ridgeback. Guys, she's a very sweet girl. Anyway, so today we're gonna work on some leash pressure with Rio. Rich has been doing this, and I'm starting to work with Rio a little bit more. So I want to share with you the different types of pressure and pressure release. Pressure release is super important. So what we do with these guys is we put them under small bits of pressure and we teach them to move away from it or to move with it, right? So especially these dogs that pull really hard. Nala, the other Rhodesian, is also very strong. And when they want to go somewhere, they pull hard. Like, the reason I didn't work with him for the first week or two is because I wasn't sure I could actually stop him if I needed to. So Rich is working on leash skills, leash manners, leash pressure, and heeling, mostly outside. We're cramped in here because the weather's so bad. We've got our personal dogs don't have indoor outdoor heated space like the training dogs do, so we have a lot of dogs in the garage right now. Good. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm adding leash pressure here, and instead of adding the pressure, hold on, let me make my phone stop making noise here. Okay. What we do is we add pressure, and the instant they give to that pressure, we release it, right? So what you want to see is tension, and that was too quick. You want to see tension, and then you try to catch it the moment he even thinks about shifting his weight and complying, and you release the pressure. So passive pressure release is when he just moves and he does it himself, right? Active pressure release is when you instantly relieve the pressure, and it creates a lighter, your goal is to walk your dog around like this, right? And know that you have control of your dog. You don't have to brace, you don't have to worry. And these guys, both of these Rhodesians, brace really hard when they want something. They're really strong and they're really bracy. So that is how you try to discourage them from bracing against you, right? And heavy on the rewards at first, and then lighter and lighter and lighter as you go. It's kind of a balance. You try to, you don't reward every good behavior. You try to do an intermittent reward once you are confident that they understand what you're asking them. You don't have to reward every time. You can slack off on the rewards just a little bit. Good. And you also increase your expectations, right? So you ask a dog to move and it takes this much pressure. Good. Instead of just a little bit, right? So you start asking more and more of them. Good. Good. There you go. And this seems super simple, but you'd be surprised how many dogs really don't understand that pressure on their neck is very specific. We want something specific from them. Because humans we're sort of heavy-handed and we're not always paying attention, and we teach them to ignore that pressure is what we do eventually. And so what you want to do is undo that training and teach them that this pressure that I'm applying means something. Good. Thank you. Forward. Yes. Nice job. And he is super soft and super quiet, so it's good. It's an interesting combination, a dog who is very strong and very tenacious, but also soft. They're really an interesting breed, and they're both like that very much. I think we've only had a couple other Rhodesians in here, and they were puppies. Good. see that moment he complies, I'm trying to release all the pressure because that is also a reward. So he gets the reward of the release of pressure and also the actual treat reward, right? Let's see if I can get him to back up. Good. So he went forward there because he was already sitting down. He hasn't learned to hop backwards. Good. A little more. Good. So it's just small movements. Good. Good job. Teaching him that these small amounts of pressure mean something. Good. A little more. And don't be afraid. You can see he's bracing against me. Don't be afraid to just leave the pressure there until he moves away from it. Nope, this way. So there he tried to just go away. I'm not gonna, there's no penalty for that. So he's sitting down to avoid the pressure. So I'm just telling him, nope, that's not gonna work. Going backwards isn't gonna work. Right, so he's trying. Not exactly sure what I want here. Good, good boy, good boy. And you can do, right, you can do this at home, you can do this in the kitchen, you can do it out when you're walking, anytime. Good. Good. So he's trying to duck under it a little bit because he's a soft dog. Good boy, good boy. Good job, oops, dropped it. There you go. So I'm gonna do, he's in here with a lot of dogs. This dog right here is not particularly friendly. That's why there's a blanket over him. And this dog back here in the corner is not particularly friendly. Please. So he's got a lot of distraction in here. Is it? Yeah, it's a different cot. Come here, buddy. Yes, good boy. Sit. Good. Good boy. He's gonna do some place work. Nope. So you can see that look on his face, how soft he is. Like, what do you mean? Good, good boy. So he's learned to trust us. He'll let us touch him all over. We can do corrections now. You know, just like that right there. When he first got here, if I had said no and come to him like that, it would have been, this session would have been over. He would have shut down. So he's definitely making progress. He's actually even playing with me a little bit. Little boy. Yeah. So I'd like him to move around a little bit there. So when I corrected him, he sat down and kind of froze up. I'd like him to, there we go. Good. Doesn't have to freeze. He just has to stay on the cot. Good. Good. Nice job. And I'm just moving around. Good. Good boy. He did a long stay yesterday, standing just like this. So what I'll do is I'll just put them on the cot and then I'll go sit in the corner and scroll through Facebook or read a book or whatever. And he stayed standing like this for 20 minutes. And I waited and waited and waited for him to like get comfortable and lay down. And it took him 20 minutes to go, oh, I'm okay, I can lay down here. And then of course I gave him a whole handful of treats, a big jackpot for relaxing. And that's all it is right now, is he's just not quite sure. And you can tell him to sit or down. And of course he'll do it. But what I'd like him to do is relax and do it on his own. And I'm continuing to give him treats here just to build value in the cot. This is where you get the treats. This is a good place. all he's doing in particular is staying there. That's all he has to do. Good boy. Nope. Nope. Good. There you go. Good boy. Tails between his legs. Looking a little shy. But he's still taking food, so we're doing okay. Yeah. We're doing okay. I'm going to start putting the treats on the cot. Without telling him to do it, I'm encouraging him to lay down and get comfortable. Good. Whew. Somebody farted. Too many wet dogs in here. He was actually really funny, just coming from his kennel, which is, I don't know, 15 yards from the garage door. Even from there, I made him go out and potty before he came in here. But the weather is so bad. The weather is so bad that he was hunched and not happy. Get me out of here! Try and see if he will lay down, and when he does, I'm gonna give him a jackpot of treats. I'm gonna give him 2 here. So this is, you call it, it's kind of free shaping is what I'm doing.